A woman was found asleep inside a parked car in a quiet Upper Thomson neighborhood. At first glance, it looked like someone resting after a long night. But when officers checked the vehicle, the case quickly became far more serious. Police were called to the area near Jalan Isnin and Jalan Minggu after residents noticed a white Volvo sedan parked illegally since around 4 in the morning. Inside was a 38-year-old woman asleep in the driver's seat. By around 11 a.m., several police vehicles had already surrounded the car. Officers later removed multiple items from inside the vehicle. Among them were suspected drugs, drug-related paraphernalia, and e-cigarette products. 9 officers were also activated. Police dogs were seen sniffing through individual items collected from the vehicle. The woman was later taken conscious to Tan Tock Sung Hospital before being arrested over suspected drug-related offenses. The case has since been referred to the Central Narcotics Bureau, while the Vaporiser-related offense was referred to the Health Sciences Authority. What makes this incident stand out is not just the arrest itself. It happened in a quiet, private residential area during broad daylight, after residents noticed something unusual and decided to act. And that highlights something important about Singapore's enforcement system. A large number of such cases do not begin with major raids or intelligence operations. Sometimes they begin with ordinary people noticing behavior that feels out of place. There is also another layer here. Singapore has tightened enforcement against both drugs and illegal vaporizer products in recent years. But the market for such items has not disappeared. Instead, some activity appears to be moving into more discreet spaces, including private homes, parked vehicles, and smaller neighborhood areas where attention is lower. At the same time, enforcement agencies are increasingly dealing with overlapping issues. Drug-related investigations now regularly intersect with illegal vape products, online sales networks, and cross-border supply chains. And this creates a bigger challenge. It is no longer just about catching one offender. It becomes a question of how authorities keep up with evolving methods that are becoming smaller, quieter, and harder to detect. Another point many people may overlook is the public safety angle. A person found unconscious or unresponsive inside a vehicle creates uncertainty for everyone around them. Residents do not know whether it is a medical emergency, intoxication, exhaustion, or something more dangerous. That uncertainty is exactly why people tend to alert the authorities quickly in Singapore. And in this case, that response appears to have triggered a much larger investigation. We are also seeing a pattern where illegal vaporizers keep appearing alongside other suspected offenses. This raises questions about whether the vaping issue is becoming part of a wider underground market rather than remaining an isolated enforcement problem. For many Singaporeans, the concern goes beyond one arrest. It is about how these cases may slowly shift into residential spaces where families, elderly residents, and children live nearby. The authorities have not released further details about the substances involved, and investigations are still ongoing. So for now, the focus remains on the facts that have been confirmed. But the incident still leaves an important question. Are current enforcement efforts enough to stay ahead as these activities become more hidden and decentralized? Like, share, and subscribe to 2230.